Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, welcome. It's me again. Open mic comedy's about to happen. Give it up for open mic comedy. Kade, what is an open mic? Who here has been to an open mic before? Make some noise. Nice. Who here has never been to an open mic comedy show in their life? Excellent. I love that. The couple at the bar that's looking away from me didn't clap for either. So that's. Have you guys been to an open mic comedy show before? Yes. No? Listen. You're gonna. Are you guys on a date? Are you guys on a? How was it? It was great. Good for. I love that. There's a ringing noise. That's not my fault. Oh, yay, we're back. And we're back. Excellent. That's good. Sir, do you want to know what to expect from an open mic comedy show? I'm going to tell you anyway. You're my segue. What's your name, friend? Ken. What is it? Ken. All right, handsome. Let's go. Let's know. I know. Yeah, I was going to make a joke about what Ken's dick looks like, but that's weird. I just met you. Good. Well, listen, Ken and anyone else that's lying, this is an open mic comedy show. We've got comics from all over Richmond and surrounding areas coming to try out jokes. Folks are going to come up here. Some of those people are going to be funny. They're going to come up, they're going to say jokes, they're going to be funny. Some other people are going to come up here, and they're going to try their best. And it's going to be fun. And your role as audience member, as an audience member, Ken, for example, is to laugh if it's funny. You think you're up for that, Ken? You can handle that? Excellent. Because listen, we're up here, we're trying stuff out, we're trying to see what's good, what's not good. And so as an audience, let's do a little warm-up. Can I get a little ha-ha-ha from everyone? And can we make it sound like we're not in church? Nice, that's good. Can I get a little ho-ho-ho? Fuck you, Santa. You fat-ass bitch. Good. That's good call and response. Write that down, comics. They're good at that. All right, can I get a little hee-hee? Okay, fell off on that one. That's fine. Now listen, some folks are going to go up here and they're going to tell jokes that aren't funny. They might just say things that you find upsetting. They might say things that you don't want them to say ever again. And in those cases, please don't heckle. Instead, just look at them silently, like you right now. You're just staring at me. I like that. Just silence is the answer, and then we'll get up after and make fun of them for being a piece of shit. That's how this will go. All right, awesome. Well, we got an awesome list of comics coming up. I'm your host for the first half, Kade Wonders, and I had a holiday. Anyone else have a holiday? You guys have fun? Yeah? Does anyone else's family have family members that don't fucking use salt? I am mad about this still. Yeah? Is anyone pro-anti-salt? That makes sense. Listen, my sister-in-law, she made us breakfast. She was like, why does it taste bad? I'm like, bitch, you didn't put salt in the meat. We toppled empires for this resource. And you watched a TikTok bitch tell you that it was bad for you? You're watching your sodium? Suck my dick. I'm just mad about that. I don't think that's going to become anything, but I just wanted to put that out there. Good. I'm transgender. That's why I look like a 12-year-old. What's up? What's up? I like that. You did a little sideways look at me. Is your name Lefty? Hey, that's his name. They were talking to me earlier because I am approachable. Anyway, there's some interesting things that, since transitioning, I found myself interested in that, when I was living life as a woman, I never found myself interested in at all. But, these things now have all of my attention. Example number 1, taking baths. You might be like, Kade, that's a feminine hobby. Lush bath stuff exists. Incorrect. I can't think of anything more masculine than sitting in a hot soup that I made myself of my own body dirt in my Axe 3-in-1 Apollo body wash. That's manhood. Other thing I'm interested in now that I wasn't interested in as a woman, other men's bodies. Not in a gay way, unfortunately. I wish. The last interesting thing I could be is bisexual at this point. I get it, white ladies. But no, I had top surgery, which means that I paid $1,000 to get new nipples, and I need to know how those nipples stack up, boys. Please. But sexuality is confusing, especially after transitioning, because like some people would walk up to me like, "You're just a straight dude now, right?" And I get upset. I'm like, "No, I'm not a straight guy." And then I'll be attracted to someone like Sabrina Carpenter, and I'll be like, "Fuck that bitch." I think you can tell a lot about like someone's sexuality. I think you can just guess someone's sexuality based on their favorite pop star. Sabrina Carpenter, straight guy. Billie Eilish, dyke. Ariana Grande, gay man. Easy. I did leave out bisexual women and straight women on purpose. I like to be I like to be misogynist. That's my passion. That's the one thing you should take away from this experience. Good. Good. Oh, is anyone in therapy? Yeah? Someone said no. Are you in therapy, Ken? No. Have you ever considered it? No. You think that's little bitch shit? You can say yes. Let's go. Well, listen, I'm in therapy. I have a non-binary therapist. What? I like to make trans people work. I sit down at the beginning of every session and I say, "You ready to work, bitch?" And they are like, "Why I stop stalling?" And I used to have an only guy therapist before this, which some people find weird. Some people are like, "Oh, why would you tell a man your feelings?" But my counter to that is, why would I tell a beautiful woman my trauma? Am I right, Ken? That's what I'm fucking saying, brother. And you might be like, "Kade, not all women are beautiful." I don't talk to ugly people. That's the bottom line there. All right, let's get off on something fun. We got any other gay people in here? Good, that's the vibe. Excellent. They're all at Godfrey's or some gay stuff. Listen, I like meeting other gay people. I like meeting other gay people sometimes. I like meeting other gay people specifically that talk like Fox News thinks gay people talk. I walked into a place the other day, there's this person talking. They're a massage therapist. They were describing their massage therapy work. And they were describing their work as working with individuals to help them overcome trauma and reclaim platonic intimacy by decolonizing Reiki. And I hear that, and I get why a 60-year-old lady in Lynchburg thinks that's the devil's talk. Because I was homophobic for like 7 days after that. I was like, fuck, we gotta do something about this. All right, you guys ready to get this thing started? That was your little appetizer. I'm just the host. We've got a lot of funny folks coming up. Your first comic, she's been traveling all over. She's here to entertain you tonight. Give it up for JD Novelli.
Yeah, we're getting all the transes out of the way early. Oh, and Ken got the Barbie shirt. Ma'am, I will sell you this shirt, but... Oh, she already has one, okay. All right, you know, I'm not trying to come on too strong with the gayness, if you can't tell, you know. This is me dressing down for the occasion. See, normally, when I start one of these sets, I'll do something extra like come out and say, "Hello, straight people." Or if I feel a little extra, I'll say it in German, "Guten Abend, Heterosexuelle, wie geht's?" But I can't do that here, no. Because I've learned the hard way. There is such a thing as being too gay for the room, but you can never be too gay for Richmond. I come up on stage like, "Hey, I like men." We know. Whereas I go down to Portsmouth, I'm a hero. I was down there the other week, they're like, "JD, man, so you know, you can't be telling those dick-sucking jokes down here. This is Portsmouth. We got killers down here." To which I said, "Bring them on!" Okay, she's turning away. I don't think she likes my shirt anymore. Was that too gay for the room, ma'am? Well, I'm not talking to Kade, obviously. He's a manly man. Okay, but yes, Kade is a very manly man. You give him a mustache, he could be Ron Jeremy's stunt double. But yeah, I like this though. And the thing of it is, I'm trying to look slightly less gay, just, you know, for your benefit, but I am trying to gay it up a little bit, you know. Because lately I've been having an identity crisis. I've been having straight thoughts. Like I'll be listening to Chapel Roan, doing my nails, and disliking things Nicki Minaj says on TikTok. And suddenly I'll think to myself, I should put on jeans and go to a sports bar. And I don't recognize myself. But luckily, I got the Barbie shirt. Ken's not paying attention to me anymore. Ken is now sold separately. I'm going to this side of the room where they like me. I love you, Ken. You're sexy. I don't know, though. This side of the room, though, the people who are not frightened by how devastatingly attractive you find me. What do you think of this shirt? You say this is a cool shirt? Yeah. Ken likes it. He won't admit it. Yeah. Ken loves his Barbie shirt. I think this is a pretty cool shirt. And I like to wear a cool shirt, you know, especially when I'm walking around my neighborhood, because I'm from Jackson Ward, you know, where even the crack house is a former crack house. If I walk down the street in this bad boy, I'm as sound as a pound. Because they say to themselves, well, damn, can't beat up this homo. He's wearing a cool shirt. And by the way, I can say that because I'm a veteran. If you couldn't tell from the hat, it's not just an accessory. I earned this bitch by being hashtag that bitch. I've been in 2 wars, thank you, multiple car accidents, more fistfights than I can count, and I once got hit in the face by an 80-pound wheel of cheese. How do I, at age 38, lose a tooth? I know what Ken's thinking, and no, it wasn't sucking dick, sir. I wish it was. That would be less embarrassing. I bit into a piece of bacon, and it was way too hard. How much of a pussy do you think I feel like right now, Ken? Oh, Mommy, my bacon is too hard. I'll never look good in my cotillion gown now. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, like, go to Babes and be like, oh, my God, what are your hobbies? Well, I order an egg-normous burrito from Burger King, and it fucks up my dental work. And I'm self-conscious about it, you know, because I got a lot of family from West Virginia, by which I mean all of West Virginia. My mom's side of the family are Irish Catholics. I literally have 100 first cousins. I had to stop dating white girls, I really did. Because inevitably my third question was, what's your grandmother's name? Does she have a sister named Dibby? Dibby's her cousin, okay, woo! Oh, wait a minute, I like men, I don't have this problem. But yeah, and I feel self-conscious about it, I really do, because I don't want people to think that I'm country. Do I sound country to anybody? No. Well, thank you. You're going to get a discount later. Yeah, these comedians are trying to keep it a secret because they want to keep me all to themselves, but if you come down to Jackson Ward, my prices are very reasonable. I'm a cough syrup hoe. My ass is a dime a tap. We'll get you my punch card. By the end of the month, you get that discount. But I love traveling, you know, especially as much as I'm self-conscious about it, I do like going back to West Virginia, yeah. They always leave a cross burning for me. Now, before I get out of here, I just have to say something. Normally, I like to end my set with some fat jokes, you know, because I don't want to be a gimmick comedian, but I am. I wanted to be a political comedian, but I get a microphone in my hands like, I like cock and pizza. So I used to end my set with some fat jokes, because that's the 2 things I can do. I can suck a fat dick, and I can tell a fat joke. But I've been losing weight recently. Normally people applaud, fuck you. I am finally thin enough to wear all the shirts that I've been buying at Buc-ee's. Paradoxically, I am now too thin to be buying clothes at Buc-ee's. I'm JD Novelli. You can follow me on Instagram. Let's get Kade back up here.
Woo! One more time for JD Novelli. Hey, you know, I've always stood by the idea that incest is okay if it's gay. That is, I'd die by that, yeah. Ken, do you not want anyone else to talk to you tonight? I can tell them not to. All right, everyone be nice to Ken. Be cool. Be cool. No, just be cool, guys. Be fucking cool for once. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Bunch of freaks. All right. You know who's up next? I've never met him before in my life, but he seems like a nice guy. He seems really nice. He's got a fun beanie. He's drinking a Coca-Cola. Everyone give it up for my new friend and yours, Frank.
Hey. Oh, man. Well, I can't play sports anymore because I'm getting too old. I think I was time that people normally transition into playing golf. But I found something that's better than that. It's called doing nothing. Yeah. I don't think I took on to golf because I'm not an alcoholic, and I think that's a sport for people who like to just be drunk in public. You know, like if you do any things on a golf course in public, you'd get arrested. Like if you're like having a meltdown, waving a club around, they just arrest you. But, you know, if you show up to a golf course hammered, they're like, oh, hey, come on in, please operate our heavy machinery. And I also noticed, like, you ever see able-bodied people that play golf? They're like really confident. They're like, I'm a pretty good golfer. I don't even have a handicap. And I'm like, you know, I'm not going to argue with you. You're doing great. You're living on your own, and you're playing golf. We're going to get you an award down at the community center. I was thinking about getting a new car. I was going to get a Jeep, you know, because it's the car that won World War II. But I don't know if I could be a Jeep owner, because Jeep owners seem to be like outdoorsy ladies who love ducks. They like filling their cars with like ducks and kitschy bumper stickers like, if you can read this, roll me over. And you're like, duh. And I can't get a Tesla either, because despite being founded in 2003, it also somehow lost in World War II. I think my compassion for the homeless is only like rivaled by my distaste for baby boomers. You know, like I saw this article the other day. It said, you know, more seniors are becoming homeless. And I thought to myself, how? Did you not trade a Cracker Jack toy for a house in 1970? Or did your pension from McDonald's run out? How many drugs did you do? You know, like that was the last generation that could do drugs and make it. Like they did LSD in the 60s, and then weed in the 70s, and then cocaine in the 80s, the Macarena in the 90s. Some of us had to get a master's degree just to afford drugs. I did a 23andMe recently, and this is a true story. I came back more European than current Europeans, so I guess I'm like time machine white. And I know you're thinking like, Frank, that's real tough to be that. But you know, how many life events involve public dancing? And I'm married to a Hispanic woman, so it's always by comparison. They're like, what is he doing, you know? Even my one black friend's like, you should just do a two-step, dude. And I'm like, a two-step? Who do you think I am, Fred Astaire? And for those of you who don't know who Fred Astaire is, he's the only white who ever learned how to dance. He's kind of like the Michael Jordan, the Larry Bird of dancing. I don't have too many black friends, and I'm not sure if like subconsciously I'm doing something racist, or like black people are like, that's the whitest man alive. I'm all good here. But I recently learned about the black thumbs up emoji, and I hadn't seen that before, but every once in a while he also sends me the black power fist, and I'm like, oh my God, I am so cool right now. I'm actually part of a historical movement through a text chain. My wife, she always orders like Christmas pajamas every year that match. And one year they came in and they were half white pajamas, or half white Santa pajamas, and half of them were black Santa pajamas. And my daughter goes, Dad, is Santa white or is he black? And I was like, he's a fictional character, who cares? And then she like paused and was like, what does fictional mean? And I was like, that's a lot of questions for an afternoon. You're headed towards a 3 p.m. bedtime, you know? Yeah, I always thought when the Epstein files got released that like it would just show that, you know, Epstein was trafficking, you know, girls to Trump. But I didn't see that, you know, Trump was going to be trafficked to Bill Clinton. Like, you know, because when I was growing up, you know, the president used to just receive blowjobs. Yeah, so I've also noticed that like our politicians are getting worse. Like when I was growing up, we had that George W. Bush guy. He was kind of like an affable moron. It was like having a golden retriever as president. But then like if a golden retriever ran for president right now, I'd be like, what's his name? Is he a good boy? I've noticed that the conservatives keep getting mad at Disney for making like content that's too woke, and I think Disney should just like take Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and then rebrand it for the kids, so the kids can learn about like good conservative values. So it'd be like, hey kiddos, on today's episode of Maga Mickey, we're gonna go on a vacation with ice and round up some of your neighbors. Hoo-hoo! Then we're going to use the Mouska tool to break into the Capitol building. Have you ever wanted to hang the vice president? And then for the big finale, we're going to go do a war crime. Have you ever blown up a Venezuelan boat? Woohoo! That's my time. Thank you, guys.
One more time for Frank. Come on, keep it going for Frank. Let's go. Hello, newcomers. Welcome to an open mic. This is, yes, excellent. Cool. Your next comic got a new haircut. Your next comic said he's trying to dress more stylishly for the new year. Your next comic messaged me on Facebook Messenger 2 days ago, and I still haven't responded. Everyone, give it up for my friend and yours, Brock Hall!
Hello, hi, I'm Brock. How's it going? So I was sucking dick recently, and I thought to myself, man, I wish I was gay, because this is really awesome. It's true. Like, I don't have a gag reflex, which, what a waste of talent. Sucks to not suck. My sister likes to pick up white guys on the street because she hates littering. LGBTQIA plus reminds me of having to update my password. It's like, all right, LGBT, not enough letters, fuck. All right, QIA plus 11111111. Friend of mine, she likes to take shredded cheese and turn it back into blocks of regular cheese. She thinks it's degrading. Thank you, thank you. Woo. Yep, not the response I was expecting, but I really appreciate it. She also used to wear fishnets until seals kept getting stuck in them. Jesus masturbated. Would that be incest? Bi-weekly can mean twice a week. It can mean every other week. And pan-weekly means you don't give a shit. I've heard that if you jump off a bridge, halfway down you find the sudden desire to live. So I'm going to jump off a bridge so I know what that feels like. The algorithm thinks I want to see ads for medication for premature ejaculation. So that's fun. There's an easy cure. Just wait a little bit. That's a joke I wrote down, and I feel obligated to read all of them. Cops don't like wine because they just won't let it breathe. All right. It's vintage, that one is. Another friend of mine keeps bragging about how great self-fisting is. Someone's full of themselves. Think there should be more mirrors in the self-checkout line. Thank you. Have you ever seen a naked man in public, and then you realize they do have mirrors in the self-checkout line like you had talked about? So I was at this circle jerk, and then I realized there were a lot more mirrors in the self-checkout line than I thought. Kept that going. I'm opposed to human trafficking because I prefer to buy local. They should change No one's gonna get this. They should change the name of jalapeno poppers to jalapeno VCR cleaners. I feel like there'd be at least one person who would get that. Let's see, I got that. So in movies, Bigfoot is always blurry and pixelated. So I wonder if Japanese people think he's a giant penis. I like how I teapot between every joke. You mentioned the word Lush. I hate Lush so much. If anyone's ever been there, I don't want to go to a soap store and feel hungry. Pisses me off, genuinely. Huh?
The word lush is worse than the word moist.
Huh?
The word lush is worse than the word moist.
I can barely hear you, so it's fine. I'm not really good at crowd work anyway. Let's see, I got a couple more I want to say, I guess. I believe in chivalry, which is why after sex I always insist on paying. Don't know a lot about sports, so I thought a quarterback was a 90s band adjusted for inflation. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, they say. Good afternoon. But fuck noon. I hope you have a shitty noon. That was a joke I thought of and wrote it down, feel obligated to say. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'm Brock, and I look forward to a future Facebook message. Thanks.
One more time for Brock Hall. The word lush is worse than the word moist. That's my British accent. I made fun of the British guy. It's Tuesday, bruv. You like that, Jimmy? Thank you. That's nice. Thank you. They all do nice things. They're nice people. That's good. Cool. Anyway, that's how you completely break the momentum after someone has a good set. Write that down. All right, your next comic. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Are you guys ready for your next comic? Are you guys ready for your next comic? I'll take it. All right, your next comic. He's newer to the scene, but I'm excited to see him go up tonight. Everyone give it up for Casey Richie! Woo!
Thank you. So I don't have any kids, but I think I know what it's like to be a bad father because I've forgotten about leftovers in the fridge before. You know, like, had all these plans, like, brought it home from the hospital. Oh, shit, I messed that up already. Brought it home from the restaurant, you know, made sure it was safe in the car. Found a good spot for it in the fridge, and then, you know, life got busy, and I forgot about it, and, you know, got distracted, and, you know, the mom and I grew apart, and I just forgot to eat my son. But you guys would have loved him. His name was Spaghetti. But, speaking of kids, I think it's pretty safe to say that, like, anything that's written about science sounds like it's written by, like, a 5-year-old. Like, Saturn has 274 moons. Pluto has ice volcanoes. It rains diamonds on Neptune. It's like, oh, all right, buddy. Well, what about Earth? Anything interesting there? It rained from 2 million years straight. It's like, Jesus Christ, I got to get this kid a basketball scholarship. But I like to read about, like, science and space and things like that. It kind of makes you, like, open your mind and think about, like, you know, what's my role in the universe? And then at the same time, you can also have the same thought of, well, who am I going to start at wide receiver 2 this week? Because Stephon Diggs got in trouble, so. But, you know, like the universe, I was always expanding in my late 20s and early 30s. I was driving to work one day, and I had the thought of, like, I wonder how fat I can get. And the answer was pretty fucking. And, like, I got to the level of fat where one day a guy stopped me in the parking lot and asked me where the closest Taco Bell was. Like, he knew that I knew. He asked me where it was, not if I knew where it was. And I did. It was, like, 3 blocks away, and, you know, it's not too busy on Tuesdays. But, yeah, I ended up losing a lot of that weight, and, you know, that could be a frustrating process because, like, you start to rationalize when you don't see results on the scale. You're like, well, you know, I normally weigh myself in the morning, or I, like am overhydrated right now, or if you get rid of all my bones, I'm a pretty healthy boy. But like I kind of also really enjoyed like the process of doing like meal prep. I really enjoyed like having a container for every day of the week. It just made it a lot easier at the end of the week when I just threw it all in the trash. We just see like Monday, Tuesday. Oh, it did good on Wednesday. But I actually turned 38 next week, and I still don't know how to buy something if it's for sale out in front of a store. Like, if I take it from outside and bring it in, are they gonna be like, what are you doing? We put that outside for a reason. But if I buy it inside and pick it up on my way out, are they gonna be like, is that guy just stealing our stuff? And the answer is yeah. I mean, it's just easier that way. I have 3 John Deere lawnmowers now, and I don't even have a lawn. I just drive them around my apartment. I think the carbon monoxide's starting to set in though, so. Yeah, you know, I think as you get older, you're just kind of set up to get weirder because like you start to have more and more alone time to yourself. And then one day you're just like, you know, birds are pretty cool. And before you know it, you're watching like a live stream of a bird nest for 8 hours a day. And, you know, I think that's maturity is like when your porn viewing goes down, but your bird watching goes up. And like, I'm still watching like chicks on camera, but it's just more wholesome now. It's like MILF getting gangbanged. No thanks. Baby birds sleeping? All right, I'm down for that. But do you guys like just ever get the urge to jerk the steering wheel into the guardrail when you see that the wait time for the ER billboard is really low? It's like, you know, sometimes it's 87 minutes, but this time it was like 2 minutes. So you just got to take advantage of it. Time is money, and that's my time.
One more time for Casey Richie. Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep this thing moving. Your next comic, she is very funny. She runs a monthly mic the last Thursday of the month that is returning in January. I'm so smart, and so is she. Everyone, please give it up for my brand new Jordan Boy. Oh my God. Your next comic, she is also very funny. She runs a lot of shows in the area. When's the next show here? February 14th. There will be a show here if you're looking for Valentine's Day plans. Wow. Come hang out. That's nice. Everyone write it down. Fuck bookbinders. Come here. That's good. Everyone, please give it up for a lover of love. She loves love so much that she waits a year to say it to anyone. Give it to Samantha Lukasiewicz.
Go fuck yourself, Kade. All right, listen. Kade and I had a discussion about when do you say I love you to your partner. Who is in a relationship here? Ken and Barbie, are you guys in a relationship? Have you said I love you to each other? Yeah. When in your relationship, what time point did you guys say it?
He said it after like 3 days.
What the fuck? Are you guys gay? I don't know. That was the whole thing. The whole thing. Kade was like, after a month, like before, if I see them, sure. I was like, a year. Okay, I'm wrong. Go everybody. Fuck you. You're cool. All right, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have a show here on Valentine's Day. Is anyone gonna come? I think you're on it. Aren't you on it? You and your wife will be here celebrating. Fuck bookbinders. We're gonna come here. All right. Anybody go home for the holidays? Harrisonburg. You went to? Hell yeah. I'm from New Jersey. Anybody from New Jersey or the North or DC? Well, that's not New Jersey, but okay. All right. Yeah, but I said New Jersey, so I went home to New Jersey. And before I tell this story, Sam, if I was to come up to you and I scared you, I went, boo, what would you do? God, is there any normal people in this goddamn room? You would scream, right? Okay. So I went home to New Jersey. I saw my mom, and I get out of the car, and she's in the trunk of her car. I guess she doesn't see me. I come up to her, and I guess I scared her, and she says, "Go fuck yourself." I think she just wanted to say that to me. I don't think that she likes me, is what I'm trying to say. All right, we'll work on that. Anybody on TikTok? One person, DC. Okay. You're on TikTok. Maybe you saw this, Miss Grand International. Have you seen that? Your algorithm were not the same. I think our algorithms are vastly different. I don't know. But what is that, right? It's like the Miss Universe contest. And so I was learning like a whole bunch of different countries that I've never seen before. And so I figured I'd ask this pretty relatively smart group of people, and maybe if you have, Kate and JD, please don't answer because you've heard this joke. Macau. Has anyone ever heard of Macau? Also, you're really weirdly like smart. Like I don't want to fuck with you. Like Rain Man smart this guy is. Ken, have you heard of Macau? No. Okay, me neither. Don't laugh at that. Have you? No. It's a region in China. Who knew, right? Martinique. Where, ma'am, do you know where Martinique is? Or it's in the Caribbean. I didn't know. I was like learning about these like new countries. Mystique. Yeah? Well, I made that one up. So anyway, that's the American education system is what I'm trying to say. I'm dating a very, very old man. We have about a 20 age difference. And I want to do like TikTok challenges with him. And he's like way too old. I'm not going to be able to teach him the dances, right? Like we're not going to be dabbing up, right? And so there was this one prompt challenge where what do you think of your partner? Like animal, color, you know, and the place got me. Like pick a place that reminds you of your partner. Are you guys dating? Okay, never mind. The way that she was so hesitant to say yes. She went, so we're just not going to go there. For place for me, like that I picked for my guy, Mount Olympus. He's like 6'5", he's 240, he's gorgeous, I love him. For me, he picks Flint, Michigan. What the fuck? I don't think you're playing the game right, sir. Don't they have poisonous water there? What the fuck? But he got me the other day. He was like, "Hey Sam, like your hair, you're like doing something different with it, right? It looks like really soft." And I said, "I put conditioner in it." He said, "Can I put my fingers through it?" I said, "Of course, babe." And he goes, rubs my upper lip. Him and my mom hate me. I don't know. It's fine. TikTok's canceled. Anybody have any tattoos? You have a tattoo? You have a tattoo? What's your tattoo of? Or how many do you have? Three. What's your favorite one? It's only 3, guy. Oh, that's weird. Where is it? Oh, okay. It's hard during the winter because like no one knows you're cool, right? I have like 33 tattoos. They're all over my legs. No one knows I'm cool. But I got a tattoo recently on my knuckles. I got these finger tattoos, and the artist was like, I got them like 2 months ago, and he says, you know, if you use your hands a lot, they're gonna like go away. And I was like, that's so weird because they're coming off, but I don't use the back of my hands to masturbate. You know what I mean? I just give hand jobs that way. I don't know. I'm gonna turn 40 this year. Anybody turn 40 or anybody? Yeah, how old are you? 40. Yeah, you look it. Okay. Just kidding. I'm gonna turn 40. God, it's hard growing up, I guess. I don't know. This year, what am I gonna do? Dry cleaning. I'm gonna take more things to the dry cleaning. Yeah. What else am I gonna do? I wrote it down. I'm gonna eat more salads at fast food places. But I'm still gonna be raw dogging. Hey! Waiting for that pregnancy scare. Thank you, that's my time.
One more time for Samantha Lukasiewicz. I would love to see your tier list of fast food salads. I need that. Oh my goodness. You guys ready to keep this thing going? Are you guys ready to keep this thing going? Because I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to be hosting the second half of this. You guys are finally getting rid of this short, little, mean Irish mythical creature, and we're substituting me for a large Englishman. You like that? Excellent. My co-host, he's up next. He's going to be hosting the rest of the show. He's a lovely man. He regularly hosts an every other Monday Mike at Brave Captain down on East Carey Street. He's lovely. He's very funny. He's like if you stretched me out and made me a little kinder. Not too kinder, just a little bit. Everyone, please give it up for Will Miner!
Keep it going for Kade, everybody. Come on! The funniest doll in all the Cabbage Patch. Keep it going for Kade, everybody. Oh, my God. And the worst thing you've ever called me, Kade, English. Ew. Yeah. Holy shit, they regularly call me the F slur. That would be much better. Oh, my goodness. Keep it going for Kade, everybody. Keep it going for my friend Sam, everybody. Come on! Giving us all geography lesson. Did you know Macau? Me neither, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you're here. Nice. Oh, my gosh. I also like how she was like, I don't know any geography. My boyfriend's like a mountain. That was very cute. That was wonderful. Also, if you like her comedy, go tell her you love her after a week of knowing her. Okay. See, Sam, now I know why you stopped doing. Boy, these people really love. Oh, goodness, very anti. Oh, no. I'll pull back, everybody. What's up? My name is Will. I know I'm a lot to take in. I'm a lot to take in. I'm a lot. It's like, wow, that guy looks like if they combined just all the Beatles. Just shoved them all together. I'm that one they wouldn't let on the Let It Be album cover. Oh, my God. I know, God, I just hate how I look right now. It's really hard. I don't like how I look. I don't like my face. It's hard because, I'll try to compare myself to somebody, and then all my friends will, be like, no, you don't look like that person. I was hanging out with some comedians, and I was like, oh, yeah, fellow friends. I think I kind of look like Mateo Lane. You all must have been there. They reacted the same way. No, it was great. It's wonderful when we have 20 people look at you and they're like, no, Will, you're like a millennial Frank Zappa. You're like if the dad from This Is Us didn't die. Hey, there's our NBC crowd. Hell yeah, folks. Tuesdays at 8, I think. I've never seen it. I've never seen that show. 10 Central. Come on, watch it. Oh, goodness. What else about me? What else do I want to try out? I'm tall. I'm a tall fellow. Any other tall people in the house? Come on. 6 foot in the bump. Make some noise. Always in the back. Because we're tall. Come on. You are my best friend. I'm kidding. Oh, God. I don't like being tall. I saw a hand go up in the back. You like being tall, friend? You like being tall? It's fun. I don't know about you, bud. I don't like it that much. I don't like being tall. I don't know about, because people always assume things, right? People always look at you and they're like, wow, Will, you're so tall. Things must be so easy. The world is probably your oyster. Let me tell you, folks. Do you all know how many... You're killing me, tall guy. God damn it. I regret engaging you. Pull up, Will. Pull up. Pull up. We're going to save this flight. I don't like being tall, friend. I don't know about you, because, people are like, it's so easy, but I don't know about you, friend, but, y'all don't know how many basketball games I've ruined. Do you all know how many volleyballs I have missed? And I am really tired of women assuming my penis is proportional. That's on you, sister. I was like, it's 4 drams. Okay, not an engineering crowd. That's right on. You are right to not laugh at that. I am not a thermometer. I measure my penis with volume. I put it in a jar of water. And I watch the displacement. I'm like, whoa, that's 5 volumes. Oh, goodness. What else can I talk about? Despite what you've seen from the last 3 minutes, this isn't my first time hosting. I've had the opportunity to host a lot of places all over Richmond. First place I ever hosted was a little joint called J. Kogi over in Jackson Ward. Everybody here ever been there? Anybody here been to J. Kogi? Hell yeah, I'm seeing some nods right on. First time I ever hosted, I was 23 years old. I was in way over my head. I had no idea what I was doing, and a drunk guy came up to me. And I let him get on the mic. I didn't know any better. 2 minutes into this guy's set, he just took off his pants. He straight up just dropped his pants. I know, right? now I was like, get out of here, dude. What's wrong with you? But I'll be honest with you, Benchtop, that guy was probably the realest comedian I've ever seen. Because after the show, he just stumbled up to me. He was just like, hey, man, can I get paid for my time? And that's how I found out I'm not getting paid for this gig tonight. I am going to take off my pants. I'm going to keep my pants on. That's for the late show. Come on. What are we on here? What are we on? The Facebook, the Twitter? What are we on here? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? What are we on? What are we on? What's the one with all the crazy right-wing people? Truth Social? What's that one? We all on that? What are we on? Facebook? You all are on your phones. I know you have these things, okay? I'm not going to start going around the room. I'm so sorry. My best friend. You're on all of them? Hell yeah, my kind of guy. On all of them. I got a lot of very, I don't know, my Facebook is very funny. I have a lot of very right-wing people, a lot of very left-wing. It's a lot of both sides, and I love them all because they're all insane. And I love my progressive friends because sometimes they try to be so progressive, it just is so funny. Because, I had a friend of mine, she was posting on Facebook. She was furious, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you all are aware of this, but apparently they're remaking Harry Potter. Did you all hear about this? They're remaking the Harry Potter series. Yeah, my friend was on Facebook, and she was furious. She was so mad. She was like, how dare they remake Harry Potter? How could they possibly remake Harry Potter? Fuck JFK. I was like, holy shit. I think J.K. Rowling shot the president too. I'm thinking she was the man on the grassy knoll. I'm starting to think that J.K. Rowling lady isn't a very nice person. Oh boy, we're not gonna read her books. What do I want? And I'm gonna do like 2 more. Can I work on 2 more jokes? I'm working on 2 more jokes. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna get this thing going. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you all heard about this. I'm going worldly, people. I'm branching out, Kate. I'm going worldly. I don't know if you all heard this. Japan has elected a new prime minister. Are we all aware of this? New prime minister. You seem confused, friend. I saw you look away from me. That's okay. But Japan has a new prime minister. Apparently, she's like super right-wing. She's like super on the right. She's like if Donald Trump could do math. Come on, everybody. Come on. She's a war criminal. I can make those horrible jokes. She and Donald Trump both can't drive. All right, I'll stop. But I was really upset because the new prime minister, I don't know if you all heard this, the new prime minister, she banned dual citizenship for all Japanese citizens. And I personally found that very heartbreaking because I was like, damn, Godzilla will never destroy San Francisco now. We will never see Godzilla in Seattle. We will never see Godzilla in D.C., all because of this new cunt of a prime minister. Again, she is a war criminal. I do not apologize. All right, I'll leave on this one. I'll get on this. This is so stupid. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, if you probably couldn't tell, I'm very bad at communicating. I'm not a good communicator. I like to text with emojis. I like texting with emojis. We like to do that here. We text with emojis. Hell yeah. Shout out what's your favorite emojis, people? Shout them out. 100 emoji. Oh, man, that's the energy I need, Sam. Thank you. This audience 100% does not like me. Oh, goodness. Thank you, JD. Oh, wunderbar. Das ist gut. My favorite emoji, folks, for those of you who know, my favorite emoji, I love the flag emojis. Why does no one ever get excited about this? They have all the flags. Oh my God, you guys, they have all the flags in your phone. Did you know about this? The flag emojis? They have all the flags, JD. Shut up for this joke. They have all the goddamn flags in the fucking world. For this particular joke, they have Kurdistan, they have Rojava, they have Tibet, they have Palestine, they have all the bad countries, they have all the flags. And I love these flag emojis because I'm not good at communicating. So I like to use the flags in conversation with my buddies. Like if I'm in a group chat or if I'm texting a gal, I'm trying to seem romantic, I'll throw some French flags her way. Get a little romantic with her or just send some French flags. Hell yes, just ooh la la, oh my. Get it real romantic. If I'm in my boys' chat, we're talking about something that I don't like. If we're talking about something I don't like, I'll hit them with some China flags. Red flag, red flag, red flag. I don't like that. Okay, we don't like China. Is there a scary country? What's a scary country? Come on, folks. The United States. Hell yeah, brother. We're going to tear it down. Oh, goodness. And if I'm in my boys' chat and I just wanted to hang out with the dudes tonight, if I just want to hang out with the dudes, Afghanistan. It's a boys' night only. Boy, those Taliban fellas, what did they do to get everybody so miffed? Alrighty, folks. Thank you all for putting up with me. Are you all ready to kick this thing off? Let's get ready for your next comedian coming up. He is a local favorite. He runs the show over at Vaz and Every Other Brewing. It's Sam Nelson!
What a big day. Oh, wow. 2025, wrapping up, folks. See, Rob Reiner and his wife were stabbed to death in their home. A couple weeks ago, I went to the grocery store to buy scallions, and I accidentally bought shallots. So it's been a rough year for everybody. I went home for the holidays. Only one person cheered when they asked that last time. So did anybody go home for the holidays? I got like 4, so fuck that last guy, huh? I went home for the holidays, and I'm trying to be more optimistic in this new year. So I'm trying to change the way that I do things. So when you're a young man, I was trying to change the way that you do things and trying to live a better life. What's the first thing you do? That's right. It's hot yoga with your dad. So for those of you who have never done hot yoga with your dad, it's kind of like Twister, but you're inside a kiln, and the whole thing is from the perspective of the ugliest vase. You walk in and you sit on your little mat that they have, and you look around, and it's just 20 or so of God's most beautiful tantric Valkyries, and you just have to accept that. And And if you haven't really done yoga before, and I hadn't really done yoga before, you spend the whole time just looking at other people to figure out what they're doing. And the key that you focus on, and this is a big part of yoga, is foot placement. So you end up looking insane because you're just a guy who's doing crazy gestures while staring at beautiful women's feet while you're sweating an uncontrollable amount. And I just wish you could do like a disclaimer up top, you know? Like you could come into the class and you're like, hello everyone, it's nice to meet you, I'm Sam. I'm not a pervert, I'm just new. But you can't do that. You can't do that for two reasons. The first of which is because, you know, yoga is a very kind of person-oriented activity and you don't want to disrupt their connection between their body and their practice. And the second reason is I don't like lying. That implies I'm a pervert. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's see. I actually almost fainted while I was in hot yoga with my dad. I had to step out. I had to step out of the hot yoga room about 30 minutes in. And I got to tell you, folks, there is nothing that feels better than giving up in front of a bunch of beautiful women and your father. It's really solid. Okay, thanks. People used to get pussy in crazy ways. Are you guys familiar with this? Nope. Nobody knows a goddamn thing in this room. You people make me fucking sick. Kade, thank you for being here. You know, you're a good guy. Kade's here because he's my friend. The rest of you are only here because you want to fuck me. What? That Prashant is later, I think, actually. Oh, man. All right. Back in the day, they didn't have, like, VR porn, so you had to, I guess, interface with women regularly. And they had a bunch of little situations that they would get into. But my favorite thing about the whole mentality back then is that you would try to pick up a woman, and then if it didn't work, they would immediately be like, well, time to pull out my tricks. Like, I was talking to this one guy, he was an old coworker of mine, and people were talking about the strip club, and he leans over to me and he goes, Sam, if you want the girls to like you, you got to bring $2 bills to show you're different. Which is fucking awesome. And you don't see that kind of creativity today. Because when people are like lonely or disappointed in reality, like young men especially, they'll become like incels or whatever. You know, they'll get rejected by a woman and step one is like, well, now I have to buy an AR-15. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, you don't need to buy that gun, okay? Because an AR-15 runs you what, like $2,000? I don't know. And you think about it and you know, like, I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 1,000 $2 bills. Okay, thanks everyone. This is Will Miner.
Keep it going for Sam, the $2,002 bill man. Keep it going for Sam. I think you're worth $2,003 bills, Sam. And I hope you all are buckled up for your next performer. You can catch this guy all over the city, all over the state, all over the world. It's Grayson Bullock. And keep that energy up for your next performer. They're an out-of-towner, and I'm so excited to see them back. They're the only other comic that's taller than me. Clap your hands. It's Brent Blakeney.
When did breweries get nice? Have I been out of the game that long that these started to get? Look, I quit drinking 3 years ago. I actually, if getting specific, I quit drinking 1,138 days ago. That's how you know I'm an alcoholic, because I just told you guys the days. That's pretty specific. I could have stuck with 3 years. No, I wanted to be like an overly specific mom on Facebook when I gave you guys that information. Yeah, like those hipster moms that get on there. Today's Tanner Jackson's special day. He's 66 months old. You're like, he's 5.5, Stacy. Just say that. Go to bed. I know. Getting sober from alcohol is strange, because alcohol is the only drug where you tell people you're getting off of it and they're usually not excited for you. Right? Like you tell a group of friends, like, I think this year I'm going to do no drink November. And they're like, thank goodness, don't do that. Don't do that at all, actually. Your alcoholism is the only interesting thing about you. But if you tell that same group of friends, you're like, hey, I think this year I'm going to do no fentanyl February. They're like, that's a great idea, actually. We support you. How are we doing? A kombucha? Yoga? What are we doing? I quit drinking, and I realized pretty quick that drinking wasn't the problem. It's just a symptom. I learned my real addiction is attention. Yeah, 100% I'm an attention addict, right? I mean, because it's attention's a drug. We scroll through it every day. You're telling me it's normal for someone to take their shirt off and do a Fortnite dance in a Home Depot? That's not content. That's somebody looking for a hit, all right? Oh my God. And I know, I'm a junkie. Oh, I'm an attention junkie, and comedy is my dealer, baby. Oh, every show, just give me that good stuff. So, because it's so bad. Because look, I've been doing this for 15 years, all right? And when you're coming up, you won't say no. You physically cannot say no if you're an addict. You know what I mean? I've done this everywhere. Biker bars. I've done bowling alleys. I did a My Little Pony convention. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was like an hour before the show. I'm YouTubing videos of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, trying to write jokes, and no part of my brain was like, well, this is probably a red flag for my career. I should probably do something about this. Oh man, it's insane. I actually had my rock bottom about 7 months ago. I was doing a show in Branson, Missouri, so already. Yeah, and there was about 12 people in the audience, and I was giving them everything. Oh, every trick I had. I was practically tap dancing. I could not get them to laugh, and I was almost in tears on stage. I'm like, you want pony jokes? Why don't you love me? And I broke. On stage, I broke, and I realized, why am I letting 12 strangers who probably just made very questionable buffet choices determine my self-worth? And that's crazy. I got back to the hotel, and I was just quiet. I just sat there in the silence, and that little voice started up, and it's like, hey man, you're better than this. You're worth more than this. You're in Branson. Just let it go. So I quit. 7 months ago, I quit doing this. I canceled all my shows. I deleted all my social media, and I just stopped. And I thought, I'm going to get better. And I worked on it. And I needed to find humility. I needed to get out of the spotlight, but I also needed to make money. So I got a job waiting tables at Cracker Barrel. Dead serious. I had the apron in the car. And look, I don't know if you've ever been a 40-year-old man on the verge of a mental collapse, but you don't exactly fit in as an employee at Cracker Barrel, okay? I told my coworkers I was on anxiety meds for everything I was going through, because I overshare with strangers. And they were like, oh my God, you're on medicine for your mental health? I'm like, you guys are lucky it's only anxiety meds, if I'm honest. I should be on the judge says it's almost strike 3 type medication. That's how my life is going. Oh my God. I went from people applauding jokes I had birthed to bringing a guy ketchup who just ordered a steak well done. He had 30 lemon wedges on his table because he liked to make his own lemonade because it tasted better. And it's like, it doesn't taste better. You don't want to pay. You're skimming my tip. I've worked with Dave Bargatze. It's been a trip. It's been a trip. And look, I realize I shouldn't work at a Cracker Barrel, like, because all my coworkers are like 20-year-old little blonde, like, whatever, you know. But the old guys in there, oh, they shower them with tips. They make it rain 20s. They're just out there like, oh, and like, who are they? You think they need it? Huh? You think I don't need it? You think I'm working here because things are going well? These little girls have never cried over a bill. This is ridiculous. In this moment, help me, Wayne. Help me help you. I will say, though, I worked there during the big logo controversy of 2025, and you're welcome. All right, that's it. Thanks.
All the way from the Cracker Barrel, keep it going for Brent, everybody! And keep that energy up for your next performer. He's a bit of a newcomer to the Richmond scene, but we're all the more happy to have him here. Please clap your hands. It's Jacob Neal-Helt!
So, hint, if you didn't get it, I'm probably going to be less funny than the people that came before me. Bear with me as well. I'm trying something a little bit new today. So I'm currently married to a beautiful black woman. Woo, yay. Made it 7 years. We have 2 kids together. We also raised my niece and nephew. Who here knew that toddlers and teenagers are going through the same hormonal changes? Yeah, so it turns out that toddlers are going through the same hormonal changes as teenagers, just in smaller bodies. Nothing keeps a person sane like a bunch of teenagers going, oh my God, my life is so hard, while your toddler's screaming at you, I hate you! Yeah, so it's been tough. It's been tough for a little while for me. And it's particularly tough because as parents, you don't really get time off anymore except for like if there are people to help you. And you know, as they say, it takes a village, but we don't have villages anymore, right? And they are nowhere to be found. In fact, the US has been intentionally designed to destroy our villages. So I'm a history teacher, so bear with me as I give you a little bit of a history lesson, or at least some of you. The country was built to create separation. If you don't already know, there was the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, also known as the National Interstate and Defense Highways Act. Because you know you can never get money unless the military are somehow involved. It was this huge public works project, $25 billion over 13 years that built 41,000 miles of interstate highways, right? So you might be asking, how can this project, this public works project that built so much roads to connect this entire country together be designed to intentionally destroy our communities? I'm sure the non-white people in here can understand, if you can say it with me. Racism. Racism. Yeah. So part of the Highway Act, we saw this country intentionally split up black and brown neighborhoods and communities with interstates, cutting them in half, stealing homes, right? We see this in the self-proclaimed, our home, the self-proclaimed Harlem of the South in Jackson Ward here in RVA. The other self-proclaimed Harlem of the South, Overtown in Miami, Florida. Side note, who do you think wins that argument? The neighborhood in the Confederate capital or the neighborhood in Florida? Then there's the self-proclaimed Harlem of the West in 5 Points, Denver, Colorado. And then, I mean, least surprising of all, the actual Harlem. All of these neighborhoods were split by the government to take away homes from black people. So no, I don't have a village. In fact, my wife and I live in a neighborhood that was specifically designed by all the white people too scared to live near the blacks. Sorry, bear with me. Add in a pandemic, a pedophile president, us using water for really hot computers rather than children in need, and a catastrophe, once in a lifetime catastrophe, every other day. Yeah, it's a lot. In our attempts to, or we aren't raised to connect with people outside our immediate family. In our attempts to avoid the mistakes of past generations, we have denied ourselves opportunities to connect outside of the digital spaces that take our every moment, our every smile, our every cringe, our every bathroom mirror selfie that we think is flattering but really just shows everybody how much mold is in our shower. We have to rely on those that raised us to help us raise our kids. But they're the ones who were trying to correct their mistakes, right? Plus, what am I gonna do? Take my mom's urn, put it on my mantle right below my TV, and say, hey, make sure my 3-year-old doesn't play in the cat litter while I'm gone. At least when I get home, I know that pile of dirt on the floor won't be the cat litter. I love building things with Grandma. So what are we supposed to do? How do we get these villages that they told us about? Where are they? Somebody, please, God help me, please. Where are they? All right, thank you all. That's my time. Have a great day.
Everybody, help! I found the microphone. I think I turned off the mic. There we go. I also fixed the mic. Hell yeah. And you know who's also going to fix this microphone with laughter is your next comedian. He's another local favorite. He's a rising star. He's Richmond's #1 bad boy. Clap your hands. It's Prashantha Dell. And get ready for your next performer, our penultimate performer, our second to last. This guy's amazing. He came up to me and said, I want to sign up. I'm not a comedian. And I said, that has not stopped a single person this evening. You all just had the chance to meet him. Apparently he loves Transformers. Clap your hands. It's KJ.
All right, what's up, y'all? What's good? This is actually pretty wild because I'm a sign language interpreter, actually, my job. I'm a sign language, and I've interpreted many amateur comedy shows, and I've never actually done it. So I decided, you know, why not go ahead and do it today? And lo and behold, I'm up here. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot for real. Anybody from or visited DC often? Got some people? Okay, that's cool. You know, one thing that happens a lot in DC, we take the metro. And all the time on the metro, if y'all know about the metro train, it's always a couple bars over top of you so you can hold on to it. But I never hold on to those bars. I never do. I feel like it's a personal challenge on me to not hold on to those bars. So as everybody else is holding on, sitting down, I'm just standing there, just feeling like I'm better than everybody, right? This one dude, one day, he was standing there the same way as me. He was just standing there, and we were both just, and like we on Mortal Kombat, we were just sitting there just looking like, oh, okay, what's up? But you know, It's not really a joke. I don't really know how to be a comedian, but that's what happened. I ended up losing that, honestly. I had to sit down first. But, all right, that was one. Let's see. I get my hair cut every 2 weeks. Anybody else got a regimen about their haircut? Anybody? You got to keep it up. Hair actually makes a lot on a person's face. It really does. Your hair messed up, you don't look too good. Your hair look good, you do look good. But one thing that I always realize is I have to make sure I wash my hair pretty often because it will get dry. I don't get lice, but it will get dry. I do get dandruff and stuff. And I remember this one time sitting in the seat. Barber, he doing my hair, he trying to cut my hair and everything. And every 5 seconds, he's taking the clippers. Every 5 seconds. Just keep on blowing the hair. It went from a 30-minute appointment. He tried to charge me a second appointment because it took too long to cut my hair. You know, so I felt pretty bad about that. That was a personal one. Yeah. Let's see. Some of the jokes I heard today were pretty cool. Thank you, guys. Give it up for y'all. You know, give it up. You definitely. We had somebody go from racist jokes to pedophilia. Might as well be in the Epstein files himself. You know, it was all right. It was all right. Let's see what else I was gonna say. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Oh, I left my phone. I left the notes. Damn, I done left the notes. All right, moving on. Well, shoot. Well, I'll say this. Why not? I say racist joke. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I appreciate it. But nah, it's maybe racist. I don't know. But in any case, recently, one of my favorite games. I don't know if y'all like the game Monopoly. Cool game. If you don't know, you should play. You learn a lot about life and everything. Well, I was playing the game, and I was playing on an app, so you can change the theme of the game and all this stuff. Well, one of it was Tokyo. So, pushed it, really beautiful. It was like cherry blossom, something about Tokyo. It was really beautiful, really nice. But one of the spaces on the Monopoly was called like Kiyokishoya. It was some long word avenue. And I was looking at this like, this doesn't make sense. Why is the street name so long? You know? And I looked it up. The word just meant bar. Like we're here. The word just meant bar. But it was such a long word. And I was thinking, I said, you know what? Maybe they do that so they can seem smart. Because they have this long word, and then when you look at it, you're always trying to like, what did it say? And that's why everybody's like that. Because they all just looking like, what? All right, solid. All right, a little racist, a little bit, tinge of it. Okay, that makes sense. I think that was it. I think I had one more. You know, I will say this before I get the flashing light. I will say this. As a sign language interpreter, one thing that I did that was crazy, I interpreted a Chippendales bingo. And that was crazy. It was crazy. So, it was like maybe 2-3 years ago. I had no idea what Chippendales was. Honestly, did not know. So I seen this assignment came through. They say, you want to do Chippendales? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do Chippendale bingo. Now, it said Chippendale bingo was the name of it. I thought Chippendales was somebody's last name or something like that. Honestly, I didn't know. So I took it. And it was like an hour or something away from me. And I finally got there. And when I arrived, I walk in, and I'm talking about a sea of all women, a sea. And honestly, it was a sea of white women, right? And I walk in, everybody just stop. Just look at me. Just look at me. Now, I don't know what's going on, but everybody just stop and look at me. So I walk in, everything's cool. One person comes up to me, because I'm trying to find out who do I even talk to, because I'm supposed to work this event. I go up to somebody, and she's like, oh, you got to go in the back. Hell no. I'm the only black person here. I'm not going in the back. But she thought I was one of the strippers. Up until this point, I didn't know what Chippendales was. So I'm getting the light. I can't finish the story. But if you do want to know the story, you should follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, __ KJ Mitchell. I appreciate y'all. That was fun.
Big bag right, KJ, everybody, come on. It's his first time. He's already plugging himself. He knows how to hold a mic more than half of the people here. Keep it going for him. Holy shit, dude. Also, I like that you wore brown. It looks like you're not wearing a shirt. It's wonderful. All righty, folks. And we're going to keep that energy up. I hope you all are ready for your headliner this evening. We have reached it, folks. We're at the top of the mountain. Here he is. I cannot believe we got him. He's in the house tonight. Clap your hands. It's the one, the only, the notorious Bryce T.
What is up, pimps? What's up? All right, I can't get over this. Prashad went up here a hot minute ago and was talking about P. Diddy and Transformers. And for whatever reason, my artistic mind has combined the two and have made a song. Diddy Formers fucks you from the side. Diddy Formers leaves you from behind. Diddy Formers, pull out. You interpret sign language? I have a hot question. I've been meaning to ask this for years. I'm happy I can finally get this answer. When deaf people when they have sex, do they moan or do they just throw up gang signs and shit? And if a deaf person is missing their finger, is it a speech impediment or is it like an impression? He's like, just you wait, I know how to sign. I played Mario Party. Yeah, my name is Bryce T, of course, pimps. And Christmas was just here. Had a fun Christmas, watched all my Christmas classics that not people are familiar with, Frosty the Blowman. Grandma got gangbanged by some reindeer. How the Grinch stole my anal virginity. That one's a classic. It still got Jim Carrey in it. I got to spend Christmas with my family, and that was really nice, I spent it with my mom, I spent it with my dad. My dad's a little bit of a strange one. I was a tough kid to work with. In fact, I got in trouble because I ate all of his painkillers. My dumb ass thought I would get a superpower to never feel pain. He beat the shit out of my ass. But I didn't feel a damn thing. But, I also hung out with my mom. My mom's a strange cookie, My mom puts grape jelly in meatloaf. Yeah, she had the audacity to tell me that I could barely taste it. I said, Mom, when I was a teenager, I thought it was so gay, even my taste buds were fruity. But I hung out with my family, and I played a little silly game with my nieces, because I'm an uncle. It's the best I can have to having kids, because no one's going to admit to having sex with me. But I played this little fun game. I sniffed my oldest niece's ear, and she was like, what'd you do that for? I was like, I'm smelling how you hear. And she giggled. She thought that was funny. So later at dinner, she grabbed me by the mouth while I was eating. And I was like, what was that for? She was like, I'm feeling how you taste. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then there's my youngest niece, who put her finger in the dog's ass. I go, why did you do that? She was like, I'm trying to feel how the dog shits. That one's definitely not going to college, I'll tell you. But it's talking about college. This is a VC U area. Who here went to college? Anyone went to trade school? One guy, sign language guy. Gang. But no, one of my buddies, he went to trade school. And he, last year, a couple years ago, for New Year's Eve, he was invited to a college party by a bunch of friends he knew. And they started laughing at him for not going to college. Started joking on him, making him feel insecure. And he had a couple of drinks, and he calls me. And he goes, Bryce, I fucking got him. I goes, yeah, you showed him off, you told him what you can do. He goes, yeah, I got my welding equipment for my car, and I welded all of their fucking keys to the floor. Let's see that college degree, try to get that Aldi out of the front seat. But with New Year's, everyone has their own New Year's resolutions. The problem with New Year's resolution, it's always the same shit, It's things you could do now, go to the gym, eat better, treat yourself right, be happier. But I feel like if 2026 is gonna come, we gotta have some better like New Year's resolutions, you know? Like rob a fucking bank. Like overthrow the American government. Let's get fun. Like I remember like when after 2020, everyone was really afraid for 2021. Everyone was afraid what was gonna happen in 2021. If it was gonna be scarier, if it was gonna be better. And the first thing that happened in 2021 was spy balloons. And I don't know who the fuck decided to do this. I thought for a minute Team Rocket invaded the planet. Like, what the To make matters worse, the newscaster was like, prepare for trouble. I was like, make it double. So what else I got here, you know? I think one of my New Year's resolution is to be a little bit more petty. I want to be a little more petty because I'm not used to being liked. I'm used to being a little loner. But if I'm going to like be alone, I want to have fun with it, you know? Because I grew up in a like bad time, you know? I wasn't really liked by my friends. You know, I'd go over to Truth or Dare and it would be fun until they got to me. And then I'd choose Dare and I'd be dared to go home. And then I would ask for Truth and they'd be like, why are you still fucking here? But I'm not here anymore because my name is Bryce T and that was my time. And y'all have a happy new year. Hope to see y'all in 2026.
One more time for Bryce T. And give it up for all the other comics you've seen tonight. Excellent. Cool. We will be back the fourth Tuesday of every month, so January 27th. Come hang out. We're going to have fun. Please close your tab. Tip bartender Kevin. We love Kevin. Everyone give it up for Kevin. Have a happy new year. Get home safe. Bye.